We are live here. I apologize if I wasn't live for the tornado warnings that we had earlier this afternoon, but I'm at least glad to be live as we still got a tornado warning that's still currently in effect. This goes for Bassfield in Mississippi, even including these areas down there into portions there of even Carson, Mississippi. So if you do live in those areas, consider seeking shelter right now, as this tornado warning is going to be in effect for the next 42 minutes and is going to be capable of producing a tornado. So make sure to be on high alert out there, as this is going to be a storm that we're going to continue to watch very closely. I'm just going to quickly make a few changes to this just so that way it doesn't look so bad. But like I said, though, we are going to be tracking that. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning even down here towards the coastal areas down there in Louisiana, including the Morgan City region. This is going to be in effect for the next 42 minutes as well, and this is mainly in effect due to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So if you do live in that area, please consider going indoors and make sure you're away from windows. Those are going to be the biggest concern with that one. We even got some severe thunderstorms even ongoing up here just to the east of Jackson, Mississippi. We even got this one also in effect, as I do think the storm up here, which is looking really strong by the way, is going to be capable of producing winds as high as 60 miles per hour as well, which can still cause significant damage, especially if you don't have your stuff secured. We also got some pretty big storms even starting to fire up even a little farther to the north too as well. I was really concerned, by the way, about these larger bands of rain rolling on through. It looks like we're starting to see some of that get started across southern Illinois, western Kentucky, even portion there of southwest Indiana, even starting to see that rain rolling on through. And it looks like the heaviest amounts as of right now are occurring across southern Illinois and western Kentucky. We'll be watching those bands of rain, as some of them could start getting heavier, and we could even be seeing a few areas get some lightning strikes pretty soon. So we'll be watching those. And once again, still concerned down here in Mississippi and Louisiana, as we still got these severe thunderstorm warnings still in effect. We got this line even starting to head into Philadelphia in Mississippi, but even those areas down here just to the north there of New Orleans even starting to get on some of those stronger storms. And once again, some of these even capable of producing winds as high as 70 miles per hour. And we even got some of them near the tornado warning that could also produce winds as high as 70 miles per hour. And like I said, guys, I wish I was live for this earlier this afternoon. I was very busy. I wish I had time for this, but unfortunately, I do not have time for it. But I'm at least glad that I am live now, because this is what we try to do for you guys. And if you guys got any questions, feel free to leave those down in the chat, as we are here to answer any questions that you guys want to leave down there. And if you guys haven't liked and subscribed yet, make sure to like the live stream and also subscribe to the channel, as we will be here to keep you all safe and prepared. And even if I'm not live, that's still okay, because Ryan Hall y'all also takes care of you guys. We also, I also want to point out the watches and warnings that are also currently in effect. It might be a little bit weird, because I'm just going to quickly move my browser so that way you guys can see a little bit better, just so that way you guys have a better view of it. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom into this so that way you guys can see. And I'm going to move this tab over again. Alright, you guys should be able to see a little bit better now, but we do have a severe thunderstorm watch and as well as a tornado watch down here across parts there of central Mississippi, as you can see, especially where you see that yellow color. So we'll be watching that area very closely during the next couple of hours, as we even got that tornado warning in effect. Areas a little farther to the north, like up here in Iowa, southern Minnesota, even portions there of Nebraska, northwestern Missouri, and as well as northeast Kansas, all under blizzard warnings. That's mainly due to heavy snowfall and also some potential of damaging wind gusts. We also got even some pretty good chances for damaging winds over here in the Appalachian Mountains, where winds could even gust as high as 70 miles per hour. But once again, it's also going to really be some pretty let me take that back. It's really going to be over here in the plains where we see the strongest wind gusts. And like I said, that is why we have blizzard warnings in effect. Let's see here. Nate says, hi, I saw you responded to my comment. Yeah, I definitely try to respond to a lot of those. Let's see here. The Mushroom King says, hi, thanks for joining, my friend. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. What's tan? I don't think I said that, but if you're really asking that, these areas in tan are like the special weather statements. These areas shaded in tan, including central Indiana, are special weather statements. Special weather statements in effect for central Indiana and as well as parts of the Appalachian Mountains. Let's see here. Will Maryland be hit? Maryland is definitely concerning. I think Maryland could be experiencing some pretty big severe storms yesterday, and I did actually want to show you guys that outlook. So for today, we do have an enhanced risk for severe weather, as chances for strong tornadoes and strong damaging wind gusts are going to continue to be the biggest concern. But for wind definitely a big concern, like I said, and of course for hail. Hail is also going to be another concern. But for tomorrow is when Maryland could get hit. The entire state of Maryland is under a slight risk for severe weather for tomorrow. Expect the worst of it to be down to your south, as places like the Carolinas, back up there into southern portions there of Virginia, are currently under the potential for severe weather for tomorrow. Main concern tomorrow is going to be chances for a few tornadoes, but especially those damaging winds, as we do have that hatched risk in play, which means winds could potentially gust as high as hurricane force. Like, this is going to be a pretty big event, and large hail is going to be a concern tomorrow too as well, especially up there around Pittsburgh. So make sure to be weather aware tomorrow, as tomorrow is going to be another big day, especially for those damaging wind gusts. Damaging winds are going to be the biggest concern and also the most widespread hazard across the East Coast. So make sure to be aware about that, as I do think even areas down here towards Raleigh, even down there towards Jacksonville, could even experience some strong damaging wind gusts. Perhaps even areas like Washington. I think Washington could also experience some of that. But yeah, we still got a tornado warning that is still currently in effect for those areas down there towards portions there of northern Louisiana, but especially southern Mississippi right there. Areas just to the west there of Hattiesburg are going to continue to see those chances for potentially a tornado. So far, no confirmed tornado just yet, but we still got some pretty good rotation in that storm, which, for how strong it is, I think this is going to be capable of producing a tornado at some point, but as of right now, I think if we do see a tornado, it's likely going to be on the weaker side of things, so make sure to keep that in mind. Let's see here. If Pittsburgh gets hail, would it just be hail? Hail is going to be the main concern. They may experience more than just large hail, given the fact that for tomorrow there is also a chance of seeing some damaging winds, and we can't completely rule out an isolated tornado, but hail is going to be the main hazard for Pittsburgh. but Pittsburgh could still very well experience some isolated damaging wind gusts and could also experience a isolated tornado. But like I said, greatest threat is going to be for large hail, so you're definitely going to want to put your cars into your garage if you live there. And of course, tornado threat and wind threat also a concern as well, but especially for large hail. We still got these warnings still in effect. Once again, just to the east there of Jackson, west of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. This goes for Columbia, Mississippi, down there towards Tylertown. We even got this one tornado warning that's still in effect for even those areas in Bassville. It's still got some pretty strong rotation there too as well. So, like I said, now would be a good time to be on high alert, as I do think there is the potential for some pretty big tornadoes. So, we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Best Weather Channel. Thank you so much, my friend. I really do appreciate that. You're the first one to say the nicest thing ever to me. I was really waiting for a word like that to come out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And of course, we still got even some pretty big storms ongoing, even up here, like I said, towards the Midwest, and I would probably even say parts there of the Ohio Valley. I'm just really concerned that some of these areas of widespread rain, as you can see, could definitely start getting a little bit on the stronger side of things. So if I were you, I would definitely be paying attention, as I do think there is the potential that we could be seeing some pretty big storms. So like I said, something to keep an eye on even up here to the north as well. And of course, those areas even down there towards Tennessee, also another area to keep an eye on closely. Let's see here. I always look for this channel before others. It's the most accurate reporting. Once again, my friend, thank you so much. We do try our best to make the weather forecasts as accurate as possible. And if you guys are wondering how I make them so accurate, we do it by looking at models, which models typically still get the weather wrong, but we even let you guys about we even tell you guys about what our opinions are, so that way you guys understand how the weather could be, and just to, like I said, make the weather forecast pretty accurate. So yeah. But back over here to the radar again, we still got a tornado warning still in effect for those areas up here in Mississippi. This still includes the Bassville region, and the tornado warning is starting to get a little bit smaller now. Still includes Carson in Mississippi, still includes Bassfield in Mississippi, and still includes Prentice, Mississippi as well, if I pronounce that right. See, I'm pretty concerned about some of these like little baby storms embedded in this line of rain. I'm concerned that some of these, including this one right here, which also looks concerning, could potentially strengthen a little bit. So I'm pretty concerned about this part of the line as well. So we'll definitely continue to watch it. but we still got some pretty big storms, like I said, trying to at least get their acts together, even up here across the Ohio Valley. Like I said, we're really concerned about some of those storms even farther to the north, potentially getting their act together. So we'll keep an eye on it closely. Let's see here. I'm from the UK, but I love your weather channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, my friend. Yeah, I even had a lot of other people even watch from the UK too as well. I'm glad to have people from all over the world join my channel. Support is what we really need. We really like the support, including donations, which you definitely don't have to donate if you don't want to, but donations also really does help support the channel. And if you're wondering how you do that, you go to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen in the chat. But yeah, we still got this big line of storms still continue to roll on through. It's, well, like I said, it's not likely that areas like well to the north, like up here in the northern plains, will experience anything crazy today, despite blizzard conditions. But like I said, we're still watching even these storms over here across the Midwest and Ohio Valley. So we'll watch it, like I said, and so we'll definitely continue to watch those areas even farther to the north, because I think some of these storms could definitely start getting somewhat stronger. Let's see. We still got even some. I also wanted to point out we still got some pretty big areas of energy down here in the deep south. And just to show you guys that, I'm going to go ahead and select the HRRR mall right here. I'm just doing this to let you guys know that all ingredients are still in place for severe weather. Like I said, we even got a little bit of that energy up here towards the lower Ohio Valley too as well, which is one of the reasons why, like I said, we're going to be watching those storms farther to the north very closely, as we're also going to have a little bit of moisture around. But for right now, we're especially going to need to be watching these thunderstorms a little farther down to the south, as we still got Cape values around 1,000 joules per kilogram right there. So just wanted to warn you guys about that, especially if you live up there in the Ohio Valley, because I think we could be seeing some pretty big storms trying to get their acts together. And just to also show you guys why, even though the lower Ohio Valley may not have the highest severe weather threat, we still are concerned about some isolated damaging wind gusts, as this does head as far north as let's see, southeastern Iowa. Let's see here. Thanks for joining me. Hope glad to see you again. DDF10. I really do appreciate it. It looks like the severe weather threat, or at least the amount of severe warnings, have gone down a little bit so far. But once again, we still got that potential for some more tornadoes, even as we get into the evening hours today. And like I said, we're still gonna even continue to watch these areas even up here in the lower Ohio Valley. You guys can just see how we're gonna have some decent energy amounts roll on up there. So I would definitely want you guys to be paying attention from now on, as I am expecting those areas farther to the north to, like I said, see that potential for severe weather. So we'll watch it. But once again, we are also watching for some pretty big storms to still get ongoing. We still got this line rolling on through Mississippi as of right now. It's not likely that this line of storms is going to get much stronger, given the fact that if you look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook, you can see how that threat starts to go down as it continues to move eastward, but will still be strong enough to continue to bring some damaging wind gusts. So still don't ignore the line of storms, as I do think it is going to continue to bring some pretty big tornado chances and also some widespread damaging winds especially. So consider doing that, as it is looking to be some pretty, as it is looking to continue to be on the stronger side of things. But yeah. But like I said, though, we are still continuing to watch even these thunderstorms over there in the, well, let's say the Lower Ohio Valley, as some of these storms are still going to be capable of producing tornadoes. Like I said, not a complete guarantee that we see thunderstorms develop up here, but I do think some pretty big storms could still get their acts together, so we're gonna watch it very closely. We also still got a tornado warning still in effect down here in the deep south. Like I said, this still includes Bassville, Carson, and those areas in Mississippi, which are pretty rural areas, but they still are going to be, capable of producing a tornado right there. And it sounds like the storm is starting to die down a little bit, given the fact that the next warning with this area of rotation is now just a severe thunderstorm warning and not a tornado warning, which does tell us that this line of storms is starting to break down a little bit. But like I said, you still shouldn't ignore it, as I think areas from southern Tennessee all the way back down there into Louisiana could still be seeing those widespread damaging winds. That's going to be the main concern from now on, but we still can't rule out an isolated strong tornado or two. And even these areas down here in New Orleans, especially down here towards Morgan City, we still got that severe thunderstorm warning still in effect for even those areas down there in the coastal areas of Louisiana. But once again, still going to be watching these storms up here to the north, which if one of them do try to strengthen, we will be live for it. And that's what we are here for. Let's see here. It has been raining all day in Kansas City. I know. It's been raining a lot over there in Kansas City, Missouri. Pretty big blizzard conditions, I think. Yeah, Kansas City is currently under a blizzard warning, by the way. That is actually kind of crazy. And yes, you are right about how it's been raining all day, but just look at this. Blizzard warning even effect for the Kansas City area. I'm checking it out right now, and it sounds like the blizzard warning is going to be in effect for this evening, especially when temperatures start to drop a little bit, and that's when we will start to see those chances for blizzard conditions. And I'm clicking on it right now to see what exactly it's showing, and it sounds like we're going to be seeing wind gusts as high as 70 miles per hour with snowfall accumulation of right around 2 inches. So that just goes to show that those areas are like I said, really going to experience that. And like I said, you still are right about it raining and potentially even thunderstorming, but not going to stop there. Just going to keep seeing those chances for heavy snow this evening and perhaps even some damaging winds. So make sure to be aware about that. And thanks for letting me know, by the way. It's just crazy how this weather really is. But yeah, we still got some thunderstorms even over here near Tulsa, Oklahoma. I just wanted to point these out as these are like little isolated supercells. We actually do have a chance of potentially seeing an isolated tornado over there in northeast Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, and southwest Missouri. It looks like we could, like I said, potentially see one, as we do have that little area shaded in that green. So that just goes to show that all those storms located in that green color, which if we go back to radar, they're pretty much right in that area. We could definitely be seeing an isolated tornado or two. Like I said, definitely not looking good overall, as it should hopefully not be as bad, but once again, still going to be seeing some potential tornado chances. And it looks like our tornado warning has just expired, but once again, still don't want to ignore this line of storms, as I still think areas, just to show you guys, areas from the deep south all the way up there into Tennessee. It's pretty much going to be this area right here that I'm drawing right now. This is going to be the area to continue to watch for, if why not those areas a little farther to the east. We're pretty much talking those areas. I'd probably actually say right here. This is probably going to be the area to watch for over the next couple of hours as that line of storms continues to get its act together. And like I said, I really wish I was live for this earlier. It was much worse earlier today than what it is right now, which, I mean, I always hope I can go live for something like this, but since I've been so busy this afternoon, I really haven't been able to go live. So hopefully when I get older, I'll be able to go live a lot longer, because like I said, I really like keeping you guys safe, and I really do care about you guys. I hope I can start going live more often when I get near adult age, which probably won't be for another like 4 years, because I'm 14 right now. Let's see here. I didn't know the weather-wise came with the drawing feature. I know it does. Here, I can actually show you. If you're wondering about the drawings feature, it's right over here to the side. You click right there. I don't know if you're on the website or not, but if you are, you click these three dots. You go down to the very bottom and you click draw, and there it is right there, popping up right at the bottom of the screen. And when you click unlock, you can move around, but when you click lock, then you can start circling whatever you want to circle, which once again, this is going to be the area to continue to watch for. And then once again, you can unlock it, or you can erase it, or you can take it off if you don't want it. But yeah, it does come with one. So that really makes it the best website, I would say, best free website for live weather coverage. And I hope everyone else who's a meteorologist also uses this, because, paying money for like Radar Omega to me isn't worth it, because I mean there's this, so we're gonna use it nowadays. And we can even turn on the hazards cameras. I probably actually should have done that. Oh wow, you gotta be kidding me. Look at that, live storm chasers now. You can actually click on the storm chaser, and look at that, they're live on weather-wise. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. I did not know they could do that. And look at that, there's Brett Adair down there in northern Louisiana. We can even look at him. Oh my gosh, I did not know we could actually look at storm chasers here. I'm gonna change the title of my video actually, because I love this. I like how I can now have access to storm chasers on weather-wise. Like I said, they're now live on weather-wise now. So I don't recommend you paying for Radar Omega. Like, this is great. This is so great. All right, there we go. Let's see here. I didn't know they could show storm chasers. I know this is, like I said, this is really cool. But because of that, I changed the title of my video, which you guys would probably realize after updates. But we got storm chaser. Let's see. This is Chris Jackson. We got Chris Jackson live, and it looks like he is currently located right on Highway 84, and is currently storm chasing this storm, currently under severe thunderstorm warning, which does include those areas like Bassfield, even those areas up there towards Carson, Mississippi. So just goes to show you that we are concerned about these storms. And yeah, his picture even moves while he is live. That's pretty cool. And we even got Brett Adair down here in northern Louisiana, also storm chasing as well, as you can see. He is currently located on, let's see, State Road 25, I think, in northern Louisiana, pretty close to Franklinton in Louisiana. So if you guys do live near that area, make sure to get to shelter, so that way you guys can stay safe, make sure away from windows, and also make sure you are getting into one of those stronger rooms, because I think this storm could be capable of producing winds of 70 miles per hour, guys. Very strong winds. Let's see here. Hope you're doing good. I am Shaken Blake. Thanks for joining my live stream. I really appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, we will, be watching even these other areas very closely, including these areas down there in Mississippi. And once again, I don't think this storm is going to continue to get stronger than what it is right now, but I think we're still going to continue to see the chances for strong damaging winds with this line of storm. So that's why we're going to continue to watch it closely. Let's see here. My computer is about to explode, so I may be off and on the live stream. All good, my friend. If you got issues with your computer, you can leave the live stream if you need. Let's see here. It looks like we just got a new tornado warning now. This goes for areas down here in Louisiana. This includes Donaldsonville. I think that's how you see that. That's pretty much for areas just to the southeast there, Baton Rouge. So places like St. George, points southeastward. That even includes areas like Donaldsonville, like I said, French settlement, even these areas like Sorrento. You guys need to make sure you guys are getting into shelter if you do live in those areas in Louisiana. And you guys also need to really make sure you guys are also getting into your safe spots as well. Make sure to take shelter immediately and also get to your guys' safe spots as well. But yeah, we still got Storm Chaser Chris Jackson. Like I said, that is still currently chasing these areas in Mississippi as of right now, and is still currently on US 84. And once again, the storm that he is currently in still capable of producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and perhaps even some small hail, I would say, especially because that storm is still looking pretty strong, and even these areas southeast of St. George also continuing to see that tornado warning effect. Let's see here. Sorry I've been missing your streams. The weather's been warming up in Dayton, Ohio. Been very busy with the work. And like I said, guys, if any of you guys are very busy or are having issues, that is perfectly fine. Very, very understandable. And joining my live stream definitely does help a lot. But like I said, if you guys are having issues or if you guys have been very busy, that is perfectly fine. I really am fine with you guys doing what you guys need to do. Looks like we still got that tornado warning still in effect for those areas over here in Louisiana. And once again, Donaldsonville, you guys need to get to shelter right now. Areas even over here towards French settlement, you guys need to get to your shelter right now. And even areas down here towards, let's see, it looks like there's a few more areas like Philadelphia Point, Burnside, even over there towards Union. You guys need to get to shelter right now. Like I said, not going to be a good storm. I think this is going to be capable of producing a tornado, as we do have a pretty decent area of rotation. Maybe not the strongest rotation, but definitely strong enough to potentially produce a tornado. So make sure you get to shelter right now, my friends. But yes, we still got the tornado warning still in effect for parts there, Louisiana. I also want to point out, if you guys got any friends down here in Louisiana, Mississippi, or elsewhere, make sure to share the stream with them. We don't have very many people on this live stream right now, and if we can try to help get the word out to everyone, that would be great. Make sure to share this with your friends, with your family, or anyone who you know. Make sure to also like the live stream if you haven't already, because that also really helps get the word out to everyone and also helps support the channel. And make sure to also subscribe as well. That also really does help. We still got some pretty big storms down here in Louisiana, like I said. We are going to continue to watch those storms very closely during the next couple of hours, as I do think some of those are going to continue to be capable of producing a tornado. So like I said, make sure you are continuing to be on high alert over here, as we still got a pretty decent area of rotation. But we still got some pretty big storms still trying to get their acts together, even up here to the north. Like I said, we are concerned about these areas up here to the north, as we still got some very heavy rainfall ongoing in some of these areas, including southern Illinois. We even got some pretty big pockets of heavy rain over there in southwest Indiana, in my neck of woods. We even got some pretty good rainfall even ongoing over here in Paducah, Kentucky as well. So that's just a heads up for you guys, as I do think some of those heavier bands of rain that you guys see on radar as of right now could potentially get stronger, as we're going to have that small area of energy try to get up there into the lower Ohio Valley, which it's not expected to be a lot of energy, but it's definitely going to be there. So make sure you guys are being on high alert and also be on the lookout as well, as supercell composite, as you can see, will also be enough to potentially support a little bit of an isolated severe storm threat up here. Not high, but also not low. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also like today's live stream, so that way we can help get the word out to everyone. And I also really do appreciate people sharing this live stream with any of your guys' friends, and I also take donations as well. If you guys have any of that, feel free to do that. But like I said, if not able to, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to point that stuff out. Let's see here. We still got the tornado warning down here in Louisiana still, as some of these areas are still gonna be capable of producing a tornado. I don't think this is gonna be a bad storm as of right now, as there's still no confirmed tornado warning, and there's also weaker rotation than what there was before. So that just goes to show that the storm, or at least the line of storms, is dying down. But once again, still going to have the potential for damaging winds and perhaps a isolated strong tornado. Let's see what Brett Adair is doing. Let's see what it's looking like. Oh wow, hazardscam.com. That is actually really cool. That is really cool. Live storm chasing. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me right now. Live storm chasing another big radar. Wow, that is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. Lot of different storm chasers around, and yeah, definitely a lot cooler than what I thought. On Live Storm Chasing, which is the radar website. So that's pretty cool, like I said. But back over here to the radar again. We still got some pretty big storms still ongoing across these areas down there in parts there of northern Louisiana, especially areas just to the south there, Baton Rouge. And what I mean by northern Louisiana is not like the very northern part, but just like the northern part of Louisiana by Southern Mississippi. I think that's the best way to explain it. Um, let's see. We still got Storm Chaser Chris Jackson still around. Once again, it's gonna be another big storm to continue to watch for, as this part of the storm still has a warning with it. Winds as high as 60 miles per hour still a possibility with that storm, as it looks like we're going to continue to see that. Let's see here. Even these areas a little farther down to the south as well, like French Settlement, even over there towards, let's see, it looks like, let's see, I'm just trying to see what areas are still included, but it looks like Donaldsonville, you guys are in the clear now, as you guys aren't under tornado warning, and it looks like the worst of that storm just passed you. And it looks like the worst case scenario for Donaldsonville now is just going to be some isolated areas of heavy rainfall. So you guys should be good. So feel free to get out of your safe spots if you do live in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. All right. Other than that, it looks like most of these warnings are expiring. Like I said, we are still gonna try to be here just in case like any of these storms farther to the north get stronger. Cause like I said, there's gonna be a little area of energy. Let's see if the latest scan from the HRRR model has updated. But there's gonna be this little pocket of energy right over there across the Midwest, even parts there of the Ohio Valley. It's pretty much going to be this little pocket of energy right here. This is going to be another area to watch for. Not like we're going to be experiencing anything significant, but some isolated damaging winds and possibly some small hail is still on the table. So that's why we're going to be watching those areas farther to the north too as well at the same time. And if you guys are wondering about another thing that's been ongoing today, another big thing has been the winds. Look at that. Winds still likely to gust as high as 70 miles per hour across the southern, central plains, even parts there of the Midwest, guys. This is crazy. Very high wind gusts still looking likely, and even when we take this a little farther out, let's look at the NAM model for this. Even when we take this a little farther out, look at that. Even we could even be seeing wind gusts as high as 80 miles per hour, even off the coastal areas of New England right there. Pretty close to the coast, but still gonna be causing some pretty big issues. We could very well be seeing some high surf advisories also in effect as well. I think that's going to be the other hazard across the East Coast, is not just severe weather tomorrow, which could be significant, by the way, but also those winds. Winds could not only cause damage, but could also cause high surf. So that would definitely cause some issues. Let's see here. What is the highest wind gust in Michigan, Detroit? So if you're talking about Michigan, Detroit, and as of right now, Detroit, Michigan is actually north of where the strongest winds are currently occurring right now. But if we take this a little farther out, let's say, we're going to take this back a little bit. We're going to go to this. The winds as of right now in Detroit are actually not very strong. We may be seeing some gusts up to 30 miles per hour, especially across the southern part of Michigan. You may experience some 40 mile per hour wind gusts tomorrow, and then maybe even another round of 40 mile per hour wind gusts as we get into Thursday. But as of right now, though, we're not seeing any significant wind gusts. But like I said, as we get into tomorrow, we could be seeing some 40 mile per hour wind gusts right in that area. And even as we get into Thursday, which will be after tomorrow, we could also be seeing some pretty strong winds. Your main concern the next few days will be 40 mile per hour wind gusts and perhaps some rain, as we'll have some wraparound rain and snowfall on the backside. So make sure to keep that in mind, my friend. Your main concern But yeah, back over here to the radar again. We still got that tornado warning still in effect down here in Louisiana. I think once this tornado warning expires, we actually been live for quite some time because we almost been live for an hour now, but I think we're still going to continue to stay live just in case something does get going, and it looks like this tornado warning is going to expire in just a few minutes. So you guys should mostly be in the clear, but still be in your safe spots if you live in White Ball, Union Landing, Catfish Landing. You guys over there in the central part of, I don't know, I guess you could say just to the northwest there of New Orleans. Still be in your safe spots, but you guys should be fine most of the way. And if you haven't liked the stream yet, make sure to give this live stream a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel, as this not only helps support the channel a lot, but it also helps get the word out to everyone. Let's see here. Was it an EF2? No. EF2 tornado was not confirmed. This was just a radar indicated tornado warning. There was actually a few stronger tornadoes earlier today, and also like last night, especially over here across the Central Plains. But from what we've seen this afternoon, and we're almost into the early evening hours, especially if you're in the Eastern time zone, we haven't really seen any like big time strong tornadoes just yet. But like I said, there's still a chance we could see an isolated strong tornado, and main concern from now on is going to be those strong damaging wind gusts, as we still got a lot of those severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. So that's going to be the thing that we're going to be watching from now on, is going to be those high wind gusts, as we even have some strong wind gusts that even aren't produced by thunderstorms. And once again, we might even be needing to watch for potentially even some stronger storms. So we'll watch it. Looks like we just got a new severe warning for places like Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Thankfully, no tornado warning, as that is a more populated area compared to the areas that we have been looking at. But you guys need to be indoors and away from windows. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and perhaps some small hail will be the main concern. So get to your safe spots right now before things start to ramp up again. Looks like we still are needing to watch. It looks like we got this hazard camera currently in effect. It looks like temperature as of right now is almost 70 degrees, 99% chance of rain, and also we got some high wind gusts. Sustained winds rate around 25 miles per hour. That is pretty high, by the way. And it looks like we're just experiencing a wind gust right now because it just showed 30 miles per hour. So yeah, pretty crazy wind gusts out there, and we're gonna continue to see this, I think, for the next few hours. So that just goes to show that we still gotta continue to watch those areas very, very closely. And we even got a hazards camera right there too as well. And once again, temperature right now right around 70. Still continuing to see high chances for rain, and we also do have some pretty big And that might be humidity, by the way, but either way, definitely got some pretty good shots of rain, and wind as of right now is a little bit calm, but I think the wind is going to continue to ramp up. Yeah, and from what I'm seeing right now, we don't have as many warnings in effect. We are now only down to about 4 severe thunderstorm warnings now, and we don't have any tornado warnings in effect either. So I don't think we're gonna be live for like too much longer. But once again, we're at least gonna try to stay live long enough so that way we're here just in case there is a tornado warning again. But yeah, if you guys are wondering what's happening, don't like I said, we don't really have much to really be talking about as of right now, as most of the winds are almost out of here. Well, like I said, don't really have a ton of severe warnings as of right now, but once again, we will be live for it just in case. Let's see. It looks like a new tornado warning has gotten issued now. Let's see. And like I said, we didn't have any warnings before, but it looks like we just got a new one now, thankfully. So it sounds like we're going to continue to stay live as we just got that new tornado warning now in effect. Main concern with this one, let's go see what it is. It doesn't look like we got any confirmed tornadoes, so it's just going to be, the potential for the storm to drop a tornado, which does include the La Place, Letcher, Edgard. This is pretty much including those areas just to the west there of New Orleans, right around Lake Port Chartrain. So you guys need to make sure you guys are getting into your guys' safe spots, and it looks like for velocity, we do have some pretty decent area of rotation. So we're going to continue to watch that storm very closely as it's getting ready to head across the lake. But you guys still need to gain your safe spots right now. Let's see. And I'm not gonna be live like forever, especially because like I said, it's starting to die down a little bit. Like I said, we still got a chance that some of the parts of this line of storms still could produce a tornado. Once again, I don't think it's going to be anything like crazy, but an isolated strong tornado still appears possible. And just to show you guys that, we're going to go ahead and pull up the SPC outlook so that way you guys can see. Let's see. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go SPC. There we go. This is where I meant to go. Let's see if there's any mesoscale discussions. Doesn't look like there's been any like late mesoscale discussions, but just to show you guys, you guys can see how blizzard conditions should become more common through the evening hours. Wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour and moderate to heavy snow rates are possible. So yeah, we're going to be watching those areas very closely as blizzard conditions are likely, especially if you live over there in eastern Nebraska. So please take this serious. Here, and I will be right back, by the way. I'm just going to quickly get something. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to quickly grab something, like I said. But we still got a tornado warning down here, just to the northwest there of New Orleans. Still in effect due to radar indicated rotation. Doesn't look very strong as of right now, but still could be capable of producing a tornado. So continue to be on high alert from now on, as areas like La Place should still be in their safe spots. It sounds like the worst of it is now on the lake, but once again, still don't want to ignore it. Make sure you get into your safe spots immediately, especially if you're right near Interstate 10, merging onto Interstate 55. So if you're right in that intersection on Interstate 6 or Interstate 10 rather, and Interstate 55, that's where you're going to want to get to your safe spots. Right across the intersection of Interstate 10 and Interstate 55. That's where we're expecting to see the tornado potential. We still got Brett Adair still continuing to storm chase these areas. We'll see what happens. As of right now, it looks like he is currently located right by Herman in Louisiana, and it looks like this other storm chaser, which is Chris Jackson, currently located in Hattiesburg, and he is currently pretty much in some heavy rain and strong winds. We still got that tornado warning still in effect for areas down here in Louisiana. Like I said, pretty much those areas just to the northwest of New Orleans. And once again, it's going to be something to still keep an eye on closely, and still going to want to get to shelter if you still haven't done that yet. So please get to shelter if you haven't took shelter yet. I really do recommend doing that. But let's see. After this tornado warning expires, which will be in about 16 minutes, I think I would end the. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, especially because not a lot of you guys are around right now, and a lot of these warnings are still continuing to expire. And once again, line of storms is starting to also die down quite a bit too, as well, which it still looks pretty strong overall, but it doesn't look nearly as bad as what it looked earlier today, especially in the morning. So we're gonna end this live stream pretty soon, but for right now, we will stay live. And yeah, you guys can really see that got that hazard camera pretty much pointing right at. Let's see, where's this camera pointing? It looks. I think it was going around in a circle, but it's pretty much located right over there, just to the east there of let's see. Pretty much located right on Interstate 59 and US 84 in the city of Lerner, Mississippi. Yeah, we're really starting to pick up quite a bit of rain, and starting to also see that wind pick up too as well. Pretty strong shear. Got some clouds moving pretty quickly as well, so we'll continue to keep an eye on those closely. Looks like we just saw a gust up to 30 miles per hour. 20 now. So we'll continue to watch that part of the line of storms very closely. Looks like the tornado warning down here is still in effect. Once again, going to get pretty close to expiring, but we will continue to watch it closely. And once again, if you haven't liked the live stream yet, make sure to give this live stream a thumbs up, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel too as well, as we will be live again if a tornado warning gets issued, which I probably won't be live again today once I end it, but I'll definitely try to be live sometime tomorrow, as I think tomorrow will also be another big severe weather day, given the fact that we do have an enhanced risk for severe weather for tomorrow. If you guys haven't saw yet, pretty big enhanced risk right over there along the East Coast, especially for those damaging wind gusts. That's going to be the biggest concern tomorrow, is going to be those damaging wind gusts, including the Raleigh region. So that's pretty concerning. And once again, most of the warning seems to be like right on the lake, so it doesn't really look like it's nearly as bad, like I said, as where it was before, as it doesn't include as populated of an area, but still. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Yeah, special marine warning for this one. Water spouts and winds of 50 knots, which is pretty close to 50 miles per hour. So that's also pretty concerning. Yeah, severe thunderstorm warnings, rather, are also starting to go down too as well. It sounds like we only got 3 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 tornado warning. That's really all we have so far. So I'm thinking about ending it pretty soon. Like I said, if you guys would like to share this live stream, make sure to share it right now, as this is a good time to help get the word out to everyone, as I still think this storm will be pretty good. And like I said, make sure also like the live stream if you haven't liked it yet. Let's see here. Do you know any apps like you are using for me to download? I recommend downloading WeatherWise. I think that's probably the goodest option, especially if you want to like look at certain warnings and also look at severe weather threats. I recommend downloading WeatherWise, as it seems to be the best one overall. But it's up to you, though. I think there might even be better than that, but WeatherWise would be my pick, especially if you want it free. Yeah, like I said, 50 knots is pretty close to 50 miles per hour, but also pretty close to 60 miles per hour, too, as well. But yeah, winds still likely to gust as high as 55, 60 miles per hour, and we will likely even see water spouts with this storm, so we will continue to watch that storm very closely. We also still got even this tornado warning that is still currently in effect as well. I think this one is going to be another big storm to keep an eye on, as well, as this one could also produce a tornado. And it looks like a pretty good portion of it is already starting to go on the lake as of right now. And like I said, please consider subscribing. It's really good if we can help get the word out to everyone, and also share this. Like I said, it would really be appreciated if you guys could do that. And like I said, I'm not gonna be like live forever, because as of right now, from everything that I know, it's not like I'm gonna be able to go live forever like Ryan Hall, y'all. He's the one to definitely be with for long duration severe weather events. But like I said, I'm still here to keep you all safe and prepared, so I still want you guys to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that tornado warning is getting ready to expire pretty soon, and it looks like we also got less severe thunderstorm warnings. Like I said, you all, we're probably going to end the live stream in just a few minutes. Like I said, I'm one of those people who can't be live forever because I still got a lot of things I need to do. but at the same time, we'll still be here whenever there's a big severe weather event going on, which our next plan is to try to go live tomorrow, sometime during the day, depending on how strong those winds really get. So make sure to turn on all notifications so that way you guys don't miss out on our next live stream, which I do expect it to be tomorrow. But also make sure to like the live stream if you haven't liked the live stream yet, and make sure to also share this live stream with friends if you haven't done that yet, so that way we can really help get the word out to everyone. And yeah, I think we're going to end it about now. I really do appreciate the support from you all. Make sure to do that. And I hope to be live again tomorrow. And if you guys still need live coverage, make sure to go to Ryan Hollyall's channel. And I hope to see you guys again.